Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Fourth and goal to go with the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Now, here, with this here, you gotta, one of the problems the Giants have had, it's not so much necessarily speed, maybe to get down the field, right? Because we got Slayton, we've had Hyatt, right? Now we got Neighbors and all that. But one of the things, obviously, is, when the quarterback drops back to pass, does the offensive line hold up? Can the quarterback stand in the pocket for 2 seconds? Because you look at it, right? In a 40-yard dash, right? Guys run 4.40s or whatever like that. So you figure if the quarterback gets the ball and drops back, right, stands in the pocket for 2 seconds before he throws the ball. The wide receiver can get maybe 20 yards downfield. So we're going to throw the ball down deep. Obviously, you get a nice arc on the ball, right, up high, not have it drop down, right? Obviously the wide receiver can run underneath it, but you got to have at least a couple seconds in the pocket where you're not getting annihilated. Can the offensive line hold up? Right? If it can, well, then quite possibly Mr. Wilson, right, might come in handy. He's very good at throwing the ball deep. Very good. Russell Wilson electrifies the Giants fans with a stunning 90% accuracy rating and deep throws. All right. In the high-stakes world of the NFL, where every pass and play can define a season, Russell Wilson's arrival to the Giants heralds a new era of precision and potential. Last season, Wilson distinguished himself as one of the league's most accurate quarterbacks, a testament to his skill and a beacon of hope for the Giants fans everywhere. With an astonishing 90% accuracy rating, Wilson's prowess in delivering catchable balls places him in the pinnacle of the NFL signal callers, a position that not only highlights his exceptional talent, but also promises an electrifying future for the Giants. Well, I don't want to get too excited about his exciting future and all that, because we only got him for 1 year. But anyway, Wilson's remarkable 90% accuracy rating is not just a number, it's a statement. It places him in the elite company of quarterbacks like Jayden Daniels of Washington, Buffalo's Josh Allen. However, Wilson's ability to combine this accuracy with deep throws sets him apart. With an average depth of target of just over 8 yards, Wilson demonstrates a unique blend of position and precision and power, making him a formidable force on the field. The comparison between Wilson and the Giants' backup quarterback, Jameis Winston, further underscores Wilson's exceptional abilities. Winston, with an accuracy rating around 81% and an average depth of target of just over 9 yards, shows that while he can launch the ball downfield, his precision doesn't quite match up to Wilson's. This contrast not only highlights Wilson's skill, but also emphasizes the strategic depth the Giants have at their disposal, offering different styles of play depending on the quarterback's great demands. Russell Wilson's integration into the Giants is more than just a change of roster. It's a transformation in how the game is played. His ability to maintain high accuracy while not shying away from deep throws could redefine a team's offensive strategy, making them unpredictable and more dangerous to their opponents. For Giants fans, Wilson's presence brings a renewed sense of optimism, as his track record suggests, the potential for breathtaking plays and hopefully a winning season. Wow. As the new NFL season approaches, all eyes will be on Russell Wilson and the Giants. Wilson's proven accuracy and strategic depth throws have set a high bar, not just for himself, but for the team as a whole. Giants' success will depend on how well they can leverage Wilson's strength and integrate them into their overall game plan. For fans and analysts alike, The anticipation is palpable, as Wilson's performance could very well dictate the team's future in the upcoming season. In the end, Wilson's move to the Giants isn't just a transfer, it's a seismic shift that could alter the landscape of the NFL. I think you're getting a little carried away here in this article. His exceptional accuracy and penchant for deep throws offers a glimpse into a thrilling season ahead. Filled with the promise of innovation, excitement, and hopefully triumph, as Wilson settles into his role, the Giants and their fans stand on the brink of a potentially game-changing era. Well, whoever wrote this, I think was hitting the crack pipe a little too much. But, right, 90% accuracy rate on deep throws, and that's one thing that you always talk about it here and all that, the percentage, right? If you give a play of like 15 to 20 yards in a drive, the chances of you scoring a touchdown on that particular drive goes up dramatically. I mean, it's so difficult, right? Okay, the Giants run on the field. It's first down, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Well, they pick up 5 yards. They pick up 4 yards. They pick up 3 yards. First down. They pick up 4 yards. They pick up 4 yards. They pick up 6 yards. First down. Pick up 7 yards. They lose 2 yards. They pick up 6 yards. First down. They pick up 8 yards. They lose 4 yards. They pick up 7 yards. First down. I mean, it's first. It's 10 yards. 10 yards. 10 yards. First down. Right. It's so difficult to go like 19 play drives. You get 6 first downs, 19 plays, 6 first downs, and you score a touchdown. That's very difficult. Without turning the ball over, or getting a penalty, or getting a sack, right, and just taking it out of the drive. Not all, but a lot of sacks are drive killers. A lot of penalties can be drive killers. So it's so difficult to just nickel and dime your way all the way down the field. It's huge if you can pick up a 35-yard completion, right? But only so much it doesn't do that, but it also helps open up the field, right? Because especially with the Giants' offensive line, the poorest offensive line play that we've had in the past. I mean, when the quarterback can't go back, especially 2 years ago, we gave up all those sacks. When the quarterback can't even drop back for more than 2 seconds without worrying about getting his head handed to him, right? It shrinks the field, right? I mean, the safeties have to worry about, let me drop back 50 yards. They might throw it. No, right? Everything, everybody starts moving up, right? Everybody starts moving up. There's less holes, right? So, I mean, if you could throw the ball deep, right? And not even so much, of course, it would be nice to complete it, right? But at least if you can attempt a couple deep throws, right? At least that puts it in the mind of the defense. Well, they might go deep here, so I got to be careful. Good chance that everything's going to get thrown in front of me, but they did throw 3 deep passes so far today, so I can't get burned on that, right? So if you can put that in the mind of the defenders, that's fantastic. But that's the one nice thing with Wilson. He's got some good points. Obviously, he's got some bad points. One of the bad points is that he holds on to the ball, right? Which is good and bad because he doesn't. He's very good with ball security, right? As far as like turning the ball over, throwing interceptions, obviously, and all that, being sloppy with the ball. So he'd rather take the sack than throw an interception, right? So, but he does hold on to the ball a lot, right? But one of the nice things is, I just read that article, he's very good on deep passes. Now, obviously, the wide receivers got to help, right, the quarterback out. The wide receiver can't be running right down. The sideline can't be here, and the wide receiver can't be here, right? Because then you're gonna have the cornerback, and the quarterback will have about maybe a foot to throw the ball. Obviously the guy's got to run. You got to give a nice cushion, right, between the wide receiver and the out of bounds where the quarterback can drop the ball in. But one thing Russell Wilson has done very well over his career, done it very, very well, is throw the deep ball, right? Now, between, obviously, Malik Neighbors, we've seen he can go up and get the ball. We got Slayton, who's got some speed. And have to wait and see. Hyatt's been putting in a lot of work from what I'm hearing. It's from Big Blue Kickoff Live. Grow, the coach Grow, and Hyatt, they're putting in a lot of work. So he's Hyatt's trying to do what he can, but also what they were talking about Big Blue Kickoff Live was, Hyatt was supposed to be a work in progress. So that's pretty much what he's been. He's been a work in progress. Now, can he wind up getting on the field more this year? We'll have to wait and see. I certainly hope they find a way to get him more than 8 receptions. I mean, that was horrible, absolutely horrible last year. Of course, having 4 quarterbacks play for you is not an ideal situation either. But boy, I'll tell you what, I certainly hope they can find more. And I think it was 23 receptions he had in his first season, right? And then last season he had 8 receptions. So we traded up for him in the 3rd round. We gave up 2 draft picks to go get the guy. Right? He's got the speed and all that stuff and everything. In the first 2 years, he only has 31 catches. Hopefully we can find something for him, right? Because it'd be fantastic if we can get him the ball some more, right? But we'll have to wait and see. But there's one nice thing, with Wilson, right? Good on that deep ball. That'll get some excitement going, right?